You may have noticed that when a spider makes a web, if the web becomes too complicated, the spider gets stuck in the web. The same thing is happening to us too. We have created a web which is called the internet, and it has become so much evolved and complicated that we humans are now trapped in that web. And the thing that is most responsible for us getting stuck in that trap is the smartphone. Actually, the problem is not the smartphone. The problem is that we could not understand what this smartphone thing is and at what level it is operating. It can no longer be called a tool or machine. If it has to be given a proper name, then it should be called manipulative intelligent machine. Because the tool or machine is the thing that we use to make our lives better. But at present, we are not using smartphones, but smartphones are using us. Because the intelligence behind this smartphone is millions of times more powerful than our human intelligence. Artificial intelligence or supercomputers are working behind these smartphones. This is also not the real problem. The real problem is that supercomputer intelligence is being used by all the tech giant companies, and it does not matter to them whether you die or live, whether your life becomes better or worse. Their only goal is to grab as much of your attention as possible so that they can make more money. And the proof is that companies like Facebook, Google have made so much money in such a short time that no other company in the history of human civilization has made ever before. So you have no idea how much effort they are putting in to control your mind, your life, and your attention. Various scientific studies have shown that the use of smartphone has led to an increase in anxiety, depression, stress, as well as cause significant physical changes in our body and brain. And addiction to smartphones is now often compared to drug or cocaine addiction. Just imagine, nowadays the parents used to give smartphones to their children so that they cannot disturb their parents. This way, the children get easily addicted to smartphones from a tender age. It means that cocaine is being handed over to a 4 to 5 year old child, and from childhood, he is addicted to that thing. And when this child will be 20 years old, his body and mind will be damaged. And no wonder, this very thought will make anyone scared of the dire consequences of addiction. And if we talk about cocaine or alcohol addicts, 5 to 10% of the total population in the world is alcohol or drug addicts. But we are all smartphone addicts, and we cannot deny the fact. And if you think you can run away from it and avoid it, you are wrong, as it is deeply involved in our lives today. So there is no other way to stay away from it or escape it. Hopefully by now you have understood exactly how big this problem is. But the first step of solving any problem is knowledge. So let's find out what problems are going to appear in your body if you use a smartphone for 4 to 5 hours every day. While using a smartphone, most of us used to scroll our mobile phones bending our shoulders forward. Did you know that every 15 degrees of neck bending weigh 8 kg on your shoulders? In other words, if an 8-year-old child uses the phone all day with his neck bent at a 45-degree angle, then he is carrying 24 kg weight on his shoulder all day long. Ideally, our ears and shoulders should be in a straight line so that the center of gravity of our body is in the correct position, and our elbows should rest on something. But none of this are followed by us when we use smartphones. And as a result, the problems that occur in our body can be divided into 4 stages. In the first stage, we start to feel a little pain in the neck and the tingling in our hands. A lot of times, when you suddenly get up after lying or sitting down somewhere for some time, you start to feel dizziness in your head, or everything before your eyes become dark. Imagine if you suddenly get dizzy while driving, a big accident might take place. In the next stage, when the jelly that is in the middle of the bones of our neck comes out and starts touching the nerves and you feel a shooting pain continuously, then most of the people take painkillers, and when they feel better, they again start to use their smartphone in the same way. But then, in the third stage, we fall prey to slip discs. Earlier, adults were only seen to be victims of slip discs, but people aging 15 years are now seen to be the victims of slip discs. The only way to get rid of slip disc is to have an operation, but many people do not want to do it because there is a lot of risks involved in it. So they have to wear the neck collar for getting temporary relief. Even then, if one does not correct his posture and continues to use the mobile for 4 to 5 hours a day, then in the fourth stage, the pain increases to such an extent that he has to take steroids when the painkillers fail to ease the pain. But taking steroids has many side effects. Apart from this, the joint of our thumb is one of the most unstable joint in our body. So, if we continue to scroll all day, our thumb starts to ache as we repeatedly do the same action. Then the hand becomes numb and we tend to suffer from the tennis elbow problem. As a result, we lose the ability to pick up even that little smartphone with our hand. Besides, if our posture becomes forward head posture, then our oxygen intake level also decreases by 30%. Even after hearing so many things, you may think that it happens only to the weak people. I do exercise regularly, my body is very healthy, I will not have all these. Then you are making a big mistake, because it doesn't depend on whether you have six-pack abs or whether you are a yoga instructor. The weight of your head is equal to 1/7 of the weight of our body. And so, if an athlete bends his shoulder at an angle of 45 degrees, the 24 kg weight falls on his shoulder, and the same thing happens with a non-athlete. So, it can happen to everyone, and in the future, if we continue to use the smartphone in the same way unconsciously, then everyone will suffer from the same thing. So, what is the solution to this life problem? Let's know step by step. 1. Be aware of your posture. Be aware of your body posture whenever you are using a smartphone. Try to hold your phone with one hand and keep it at your eye level, and try to operate it with the other hand so that your shoulders do not bend forward and your elbows are at rest. If you want, you can go to the link given in the description of this video and buy a flexible mobile stand that will help you keep your body posture in the correct order while using the mobile. 2. Practice one no smartphone day per week. Just like we keep fast and wish for the long life of someone, you can also keep smartphone fast for one day in a week to get long life for yourself. It means that one day of the week you will keep yourself away from your smartphone completely. 3. Turn off all the notifications. Turn off your phone's notifications completely, because even if we forget about the smartphone for a while and try to stay away from it, the notification will ring again and again and pull us towards it. Many times we just pick up our smartphones to check if there is any notification. It plays a big role in increasing our smartphone addiction. 4. Replace with a positive habit. You have to understand that using a smartphone is no longer a need now. Rather, it has become more like a habit. And a habit can never be destroyed, but it can only be replaced by another habit. So, you have to replace the habit of using a smartphone with another positive habit. The only thing you can do is to leave your smartphone at home for an hour in the morning or the afternoon when you go for a walk in the park. 5. Use voice typing. When we text or type something, our shoulders are even more bent forward. So, you can use the voice typing feature on your smartphone's keyboard to solve this problem. Using this feature, as soon as you say it, it will be typed automatically in your language. 6. After every 20 minutes, take a 2-minute break. If you are using a mobile phone continuously, take a 2-minute break after using it continuously for 20 to 30 minutes and stretch your neck a little. 7. Use a keypad phone. You can use a separate keypad feature phone to reply to phone calls or SMS, and you can use the smartphone only when you need it very urgently. If you want, you can buy the keypad phone that I use personally for this purpose from the link given in the description of this video. So that you can remember these things all the time, you can download this infographic summary image from the link given below in the description of this video. I have learned all these things by watching Sandeep Maheshwari sir's web series video Caught in the Web episode 1. I have made this video specially for those who do not understand Hindi well and to explain the basic content of the video in a nutshell in an interesting way. If you understand Hindi, then you must watch the video of Sandeep Maheshwari sir from the link given in the description of this video. Many good wishes to you. Thanks for watching the video. More wisdom, more solution, better life.